All right, what we can do, we'll go ahead and try this. I think this is a cool gray. I'm gonna see if this makes it look better. Kind of go over. This isn't popping up as much as I wanted it to. Kind of do this pattern. Yeah, it kind of helps. Not much, but I just wanted it to pop a little bit more, a little brighter in color, so we could see it. Make that kind of blend effect that we're trying to do. And you know, we're doing this just because, you know, afro, that texture would be kind of like a poofy, cloudy kind of texture, so that's what we're going for. I think that's good right there. We can move on. We'll go ahead and move on to the skin color, skin tones and all that. We'll go ahead and I'll show you what I use and how I blend it. All right. All right. So first color we're gonna use is this Copic. It is E000, and then the next color will be, oh, here we go. I think it says there you go, pale fruit pink. And then we will use the cotton pearl, E00. And then we will use barley beige, that's E11. And then after that, to kind of help blend the marker, we'll use, this is light peach. We'll use that on the lightest color, which I'll show you when we get to that. And then nectar, that'll go, when we get to that, I'll show you. So, first one we're gonna use, and we'll go ahead and apply this everywhere on the skin, right? And just do a kind of light strokes everywhere. And like I said, if you started on the hair like I did already, we gotta be very careful when we go get close in that area. So do like a kind of touch it. Don't go like that. Make it a little bit easier so you don't accidentally hit the hair. Kind of tap it on there in this area. Once you tap it on there, then you can go ahead and run your lines. All right, on to the next color. Well, let me turn my AC off. All right, the next color, cotton pearl. And so now we're going to add the shadow. So we're gonna do kind of a 2 shadow color shade. I take that back. Yeah, 2. but not counting this color that we've already got. So we're gonna have three different skin colors, if that makes sense. It'll make more sense once we get going. So we'll add, so right here at the top of the hairline, we'll kind of just lightly tap right there on the edge. All right. Just like that. See, you can see just a little bit right there. And then right here we'll come straight down to the eyebrow. Like that. And then this whole side right here we'll get then right here, just a little bit. Stay on this side of the nose. And you want to tap just a little bit right there underneath the nose. That'll give the shadow effect, get the shape in the nose, so you can kind of see them. Gives it like the 3D in a way effect, that there's even a nose there. And stop right there. Alright. And then see right here, that little pocket right there where the eyebrow and the eye, just tap just a little bit right there. That should be good. If you want, what we can do is, I'd normally do it, we'll do it one more time. We'll go over one more time of what we just did, kind of get a little bit of a darker color into it. That'll bring it out a little more. All right, and then for the ears, just tap it in that area. See? Don't get the outer area. I'm gonna keep that light. See? Just like that. All right. So for the body, we'll go down. We'll start right here from the ear. Shadow works its way down. Don't get over the tattoo, or I guess this is, yeah, tattoo. Don't forget about that. Don't hit that. Don't forget, don't hit the chin over here either. Jesus. Someone's out there with their generator or something. All right, right here on the chest, we'll do this little number right here. Keep that open. I swear. And then see where those lines are. Stay on the upper side of that and kind of curve like that. This will be creating the shadow for his bicep. And then go ahead and get all of this right here. Get just that much on the arm, and then get all this bottom section colored in. We'll go right here and the inside of the eye, the tattoo. Kind of see right there where that corner is, keep that a light color, because that'll be for the shading of the chest. Alright, so on this side of the chest, stay underneath it, bring the shadow of that, and see, same thing on the other side where these markings are. Bring it up to that. And then you kind of curve up, matching that line, if that makes sense, okay? Kind of make that effect. And then we'll color the bottom section all in. All right, that looks good. So for the abdomen area, we'll kind of stay on these lines right here. Kind of just follow the lines. See, like in these where these lines kind of come together, darken that area, follow the line. Since this side will be the darker side, kind of, we'll go ahead and get all that colored in too. Follow the lines. You see how I created a kind of an area right here. Keep that white. And when you get a little bit higher, make it a little bit bigger. And then see where those lines are, we'll come out just a little bit. Go over it again. Don't forget about that tattoo. Don't forget not to hit that. And if you do, it's okay. Not a big deal. Alright, so right here, right underneath the glove, we'll just come straight down. You can see the shadow right here? You don't want to match it. Just come over a little bit. Alright, then this side, haven't done the glove yet, but I'll get to that. I won't make y'all sit and watch that. We already did that side, and y'all already know what to do. Alright, for the leg, do a line going across, and then come straight down like that, and color all this in. Simple as that. I think keep this bottom area a little light. Honestly, it doesn't matter. You can color that in too. And then on the heel, keep just a little slither right there on the top, light. Get the other side of the leg. Alright, we'll move on to the next color. Alright, now on to the next color. This is the Barley beige. Alright, right here on the side of the face, just do a straight line coming down like that. Alright, and then right here in between these two lines where the chest is, just get that area. A little bit right here. And then try to stay above that line. Work your way over this way. Come up. Curve up. Like that. And then see right here where this line is, where it comes out, and then you got the top, that line right there with the shoulder. You want to meet right there in that corner and then come over. So stay up high like that, and then kind of curve that right there. All right, and then just right here in that eye, the tattoo, get that bottom section just a little bit, and then stay right here on the edge. Come over on the armpit, and then on the arm, come over, stay right there, and then get this whole bottom section right here. And while we're over here, we'll come over here to the arm, or the forearm, and go straight down and just get this side. Then get the rest of this. And so right here, kind of curve out flick it up. And by the way, when you buy these, they come in a pack. You can buy them in a pack, and they'll give you, I think it comes with 4 or 5, I forget, but they'll give you, the pack comes with the skin tones, so makes it easier on knowing what to get. All right, so right here on the line, just get this line right here on the ab, come out just a little bit, kind of point it off, and come down to the next line, point it off, and then see how I kind of curve it? Do that. All right, and then center each, so that top line, left, right, bottom one, when you come out, kind of flick it to a point like that. And then do the same thing on the bottom one. And then right here, come up to a point and then come down. All right, then kind of fix that. Then on the other side, just stay underneath the chest like that, a little straight line, and underneath the armpit, get this little corner area, and come up a little bit, run a line like that, and then get this whole bottom section right here. Then on the forearm, go straight down just a little bit. Bam. So let's do the ear again. Get this little part of the ear while we're at it. Alright, just like that. Right here on the nose, just lightly tap on this side of that line. See? Just a little bit. You do the same thing right there. Kind of right there. That should be good. All right, and then for the leg, just do that. All right. Then on the foot, just get this section right here like that. And this little area. And then on the other side of the leg, there you go. And we'll move on to the next step. Alright guys, so now on to the color pencils. We'll go over them again. This is the light peach Prismacolor. And I added another one. This is peach and Nectar. So we'll start with Nectar one. And what we will do is the last marker we used for the shading, we're gonna go over it with the Nectar color. And what this will do is it'll darken it, it'll smooth out everything, it'll blend real well. All right, So remember, we had our line right here. Kind of lightly go over it at first. Hold on, there's a jet going over. Alright. There we go. And make sure when you're laying the color down, every once in a while you kind of blow or tap the little shadings away so you don't smear that everywhere. See if we can get closer. Alright, and then get this area. Like I said, kind of lightly go over it at first. And then go ahead and apply a little bit more pressure. Smooth it out. Work our way over. What we're doing is we're following all the darker areas we did the last marker we used. And what you can do is too, when you use the marker, sometimes it's difficult and tough to kind of do a good, nice straight line of the shape of the shadow, and you can fix that with this color pencil. It's a lot easier to create the shape you're going for. Try to get the rest of this. Always keep it pretty sharp. Keep the tip sharp. It's easier to stay in line with everything. All right. I'll come over here. Get all of this. Like I said, go over it lightly at first, and then apply the pressure. Kind of smooth it all out. And for those of you that are having trouble with affording supplies like this, you know, hey, you're not the only one. All these supplies they're pretty expensive. Prismacolor, the Copic markers. Those are the only two brands that I've always used. I haven't used or tried anything else. I know there's cheaper markers. I forget the brand of them. I've never used them. I haven't taken the risk or at least try to see what they're all about. I've seen like decent reviews on them, but I've always used Copic, and I've just gotten used to them and stuck with them, and kind of dealt with the fact that they're expensive and they go quickly. I know you can refill them. I've never done that before. Always just gone and bought them, but when they run dry, I just use what I have. You can always figure out other ways of making it work. All right, get this side. Alright, get this. Now we'll get the abs. You notice how I'm kind of coming off to a tip right there. Follow the line on this side. Kind of curve it. Tip, go to the tip. Come around, see how I kind of curve? Just do it just like that. And stay in the area where you apply the marker. And now we'll go to the center. Then same thing below it. Alright, and a little section right below that. And then the left side. Alright. Then for the chest, get that little section on the bottom of the inside of the eye of the tattoo, just like that. And then on the left side of the chest, stay right there underneath that line. Alright. And come up into the armpit and then over into the inside of the arm. Apply it lightly and then put more pressure. can do a kind of a circular motion. That helps blend the colors together. Alright. Then right here on the forearm, get this little spot. And then get the point of the pencil real sharp for this one. And we'll come up here on the nose. Alright. Let's see, like right there on that line. Just get just a little bit. Not much, just a tiny bit. And then right here in that little corner on both of the eyes. Alright. And then on this side of the ear, just do this side just a little bit. Just a little touch. Alright, and then on the leg, we'll go ahead and get that. Look at the foot. And then this leg, his left leg, or our right, whatever. All right, make sure we're not forgetting anything. Yeah. All right, so next one, the peach color. All right, peach. So that second color we used on the marker, now we'll blend in this on that shadow. All right. So that started from right over here. Slightly, kind of do like a circular motion. by the way, when we use the last color for the color pencil, we'll be hitting the brightest area, the lighter color area, and we'll kind of be blending in to all of the shades that we did. And when we get to that, you'll see it. It'll start to look better too. It'll blend all the colors real well. Alright. Start right here, left side. Lightly apply it. And then on the chest, kind of do what I just did right there. Outline it. And then go ahead, lightly color it in on the outside of it. So before I speed off, just remember, I'll kind of show you, all the spots that you did with that second color of shade with the marker is the area you want to hit this with. So, let's see, so like right here, you want to shade all that in. All that. And then all this whole area. All this area. Then all that area. All this area, all that. And this whole area right here, just that area, and then over here, just this area, and then kind of on this area just a little bit, and then for the leg, all this. Then over here, all that. Alright, I'm gonna speed through this a little bit. Alright guys, so now, this is probably my most favorite part in the process, is blending it all kind of in together. So this is the peach, or no, it's the light peach. And so we start on the face. So all the light areas, the first colored marker we used, we're gonna hit that. And here, I'll show you in a sec what else you do. So as always, lightly go over it. All right, so when you start to come up to these other areas, you can kind of blend into it too. You can go over it with this. It kind of helps blend everything together. So don't push too hard either, because you don't want to do too much. You can push hard in this area, you know, this light area. That's fine. And when you're putting pressure on it, try to go evenly. You know, you don't want to put too much pressure in one area. You'll start to kind of mess the paper up. So kind of go over lightly. And for the darker area, you don't need to go over top of it. You can just kind of see, hit the edge of it. Kind of helps blend the edges. Work our way around on the chin, get all that, and blend up to the edge of that, then the ear, the other side of the ear. All right, we'll start over here. Start coloring in so you can see that it darkens it a little bit, which is fine. That's what we want. We want to help blend these three colors and more of which this color right here to this one. Darkens it up a little bit. and start overlapping onto that shade. And then just lightly go over the darkest shade. Alright, so I'm gonna speed this up a little bit. So pretty much just go over the whole body with this. You know, lightly hit this in first, then apply pressure, blend it in, then blend it over into that shade, and then blend it over into that shade. And you don't have to push that hard. Excuse me. Over into the darkest shade. So let's speed this up. You can watch the process. All right, now that's all done. So let's go ahead and finish up the face. We're going to be using, doesn't tell me the color, but this is B60. And by the way, everything that I'm using in this video, I will link in the description, even the colors and then everything. This is like I like to use this for the shade on like the top of the eyes and the teeth. I think this works real well, but it's kind of like a light purple blue color. And yeah, we'll use a black for inside of the mouth and the eye. And then the T rose, we'll use that for the tongue. And I think we'll use this for the tongue as well. I'm not sure yet. I haven't tried this yet, so we'll learn together. And then the colored pencil. This is a blush pink. Use that for the tongue as well. And then also for the gums right here in the corner. Guess we'll go ahead and let's do the eyes. So right here on the top of the eyes, lightly go around like that in the arch. Sorry, like that. Same thing on the other side. All right, set the eyes real quick. You don't have to use this marker. You can use anything because it could be a little tricky. You just got to be really careful. Just dot it. You can use something smaller with the finer tip if you want. All right, and then do right here inside the mouth. Just be very careful. You can use something else that's black with the finer tip if you like. But if you're using the marker, just lightly go in there. You don't want to hit the teeth or anything, or the face. All right, and then what is this? T rose. Go ahead and do the inside, do the tongue. Careful not to hit the teeth. All right. So let's see, what do I want to do? Let's go ahead and try this. So we'll use the pink. And don't do the whole tongue, just do that number. The goal is to try to, this is supposed to be like the shaded area. Make it darker. Really didn't. Let's see. Let's get that color pencil, the blush pink. Hit this. Let's see. Let's do something darker. Let's try the Nectar for this area. Just kind of lightly going over it. Yeah, I mean, that works. All right, yeah, that's good. All right, now get the blush pink color pencil, get the tip real nice and sharp for this part, and at the top left corner, you're gonna want to kind of do like a little point like that. See it? Just like that. Same thing on the other side. When you do that, when you do little small details like that, it does a lot, to be honest. It makes the drawing pop more. Just that little small detail will make everything look a lot better, trust me. All right, so back to this marker, what I was using for the eye. We'll go for the teeth. This is the shade for the teeth. So on the right side, just lightly tap it in there. Don't go over that pink. All right, then lower section of the teeth, kind of curve it, do like an inside curve like that, and then get the rest of all this. All right, and then on the left side of the bottom, curve it, And get that little section right there. And bam. That looks good. And also what you can do, this is personal preference, get a jelly roll pen, white, and add more detail for the the sun reflection. So you can hit like right here. It's kind of hard to see. Then you hit right here on the nose. Like right here. Sometimes it really doesn't show. It more, okay, yeah, that shows a little more. You don't have to do this. And when you're applying this with this, don't put a lot of pressure at all, because it won't get on the paper. And by the way, I just noticed that I didn't get for the tattoo, I didn't get the bones that cross. Which is alright, it's whatever. We could see actually if we can add that in. Might be able to make that work, get that over top of this, but it might not be possible because we've already laid all the color out. And then on the top of the arm, you can get this with it. Yeah, see, sometimes it's tough to get it on there. You just gotta like lightly, so like get a piece of paper, kind of roll it around and get the ink flowing again on the tip. Yeah, we're just gonna leave it at that. That's good. All right, let's move on to the next. All right, so now let's do the, I don't know what you would call these. Who knows? Sleeves, it's elbow sleeves. We'll go ahead and get those colored in. What I'm gonna use is the solid black Copic marker, and then going to use the N6 gray. So we'll start off with that. So on this side, leave that area open. Don't shade that in. Then for the rest of it, go ahead and get that all colored in. And then on this side, leave a little gap right there, not colored in as well. Alright. Now we'll get the solid black one and start right here, this corner, or where this crease is. Kind of curve around and kind of match with this shading of the skin. And then right here, stop right there, get all the way to the end. See where this crease is, where we made the line? Stop right there, come up, and then see where this other line is, the crease. Have a point right there, and then come up and meet that shading of the skin. And color that in. Alright, and then get this marker again, the gray one, and we're gonna go over this area again to make it a little bit darker. Just kind of start right there. See, I can see it's just a little bit darker than this side. Leave that side. And then come down like that. And then right here, don't go all the way to the end. And then darken this area. And then we can go back over this area again. Just like that. What you could do also is you can get a black colored pencil and color in this darker area to kind of put more of the detail. And we can actually get a gray color pencil. I think this is let's see. I think it's cool gray. It's not what I would normally use. And lightly get this area that you left. Just like that, and then get this other side. Okay. Now for the other side, I'll speed through that, but you can go ahead and follow me and just watch that. Do exactly how I do it, and I'll get back with you. Alright, let's move on to the shorts. We are going to be using red, it's R46, and then the straight black again, and then this gray again, you know, the black and gray that we used for those pads. And then we're going to use the light peach color pencil. So start off with the gray, and we'll start hitting the shade. You start right here where that crease is, just like that. Then hit that crease right there. And then kind of underneath the belt. So these 3 creases right here. Have a point. So you kind of want to do like this number kind of shape. Alright, and then where that crease is, lightly come in like that. Smokes. And then color in all that on this side. And then from this loop right there on the pants, get all that too. Alright, just like that. We can kind of, for the pants, give it more of a point. Kind of flick out like that and come off lightly. It's a little tricky. Alright. Now for the crease down here. Like that. Come up underneath. You know, you're following these lines and kind of flicking out. Like that. And these little, lightly get these little creases right here. Be careful on here, don't want to get on that side. Keep that white. Alright, let's see if we're missing anything. Alright. Then we'll get the straight black one marker and come over here. Hit this side. Hit there. Kind of do the same thing that we did with the gray, but don't go all the way out to the edge of that gray. Come straight down like that. And then in this crotch area, just a little bit. All right. Now I get the red, and then we'll get the whole thing in red. And overlap the gray and the black that we put. Don't forget, don't hit that circle area. That'll be yellow. You can go over it a couple times. Get that dark in. Oh shoot, messed up. Yep. See how I went over a little bit? That's alright. Let's get the black. We'll do that. It's good. Then get the light peach and hit the outer area. Just like that. Then hit right here. Then we'll hit right here. Then right here. Then we'll hit right there. Right there. Kind of flick off the edges like that. Yep. See how it kind of makes everything kind of pop out. Alright. Let's go ahead and hit that yellow real quick. Just use any kind of yellow, doesn't matter. I'm using this one as a wide 19. And bam, that's done. And then we can go ahead and hit the red. Right here for his foot. These I think there's some kind of rat on his legs. Do this side gray. And then this side gray. And go over it with the red. Alright. And then now for this section of the shorts, I'm going to use the color we use for the teeth and the eye. You can use, I guess, a lighter gray color. I don't have that. Like I said, these markers are crazy expensive. I don't have every color. I don't think anyone does. So we'll start right here. This edge. Tap it in. Like that. Work our way around. And get this bottom section. Just like that. You can make this kind of wavy like that. Alright, then this side. then we can get our pen and do like the detail, like the texture detail on here. You know, something like that. All right. This side. Do that. Alright. Alright, for the tattoo, I'm just winging it. I'll be using this B00. It's like a light blue. And I hate to break it to you, but I have no idea what color this is because it's way too short. It's kind of like a aqua blue. We'll use those two. Go in, color in, little tattoo. Honestly, you can use whatever colors you want. You don't have to be exact from the actual picture. Doesn't really matter. You be creative. Make it unique. Alright. And then see where these shadows are, the lighter areas of the chest, match it. Where the tattoo is. Yeah, go ahead and make kind of line it. Make your line the shape of where it is. Same thing on this side. Right? And over here. Like that. And then color that in. You can probably go over it again. Go over the area that you just did with the color pencil. Kind of help blend it in. And then you kind of go over the edge a little bit too. Just a little bit. Help it blend more. So then it kind of helps blend everything in with all the shadow effects and the lighting. Makes it look good. There we go. So we already did the boxing glove on that side. We'll go ahead and do the right side too, real quick. All right, we'll go ahead and do the other boxing glove. I'm gonna try to do something a little different from what we did on this side. Start with the gray. It's the N6. So now we used a lot of color pencil and a lot of coloring in on that one. Let's see if we can do something easier and better, more effective on this side. And go over it again. Try to blend it in. That's kind of the tricky part with these markers. Trying to get it all even, especially when you're doing a large area. You come down, meet that shadow, shading that you did on the arm. Like that. Let's see, let's bring this up a little bit more. Alright, and then use the black, straight black. Then we'll come over here, Yeah, you can see this might be just a little bit too dark, but I'm gonna try something different. Doesn't hurt. Both learn. All right, then we get the red. Excuse me. Come down here, get these little strips right here. Right there, and then right there. Try to see. Let's go over this again. Get a darker color into it. Also help blend everything in. Get those streaks out of there, kind of. Won't get it out completely, but that's what I was trying to go for on the other side of why we use a colored pencil to I was trying to blend it in more, but it worked, but still it took a lot of time and a lot of colored pencil. Too much action and wear on that paper. They got orange. I'm just using regular orange. Hit this area. Like that. That actually came out pretty good with the dark black. And bam. Alright, and then get the light peach and get this top area. Just like that. Get that, and then right there. And then add some pressure. To be honest, white would probably work really good too, but I do not have any white colored pencils right now. So this is probably, I'm using light peach because it's the lightest color I have. Alright, well, so you could go over this whole red area with a red colored pencil and apply pressure and kind of go, you can blend it all in and it'll probably look a little bit better. It'll match up right here. But since I already showed you over there, or in the beginning of the video, y'all know what to do. But there you go. Hope you like it. I hope this video helped. And I hope now y'all have learned, you know, the blending and the skin tone, because I know skin tone can be tricky. It's not as tricky when it comes to anime. You know, obviously realism, that's a different ball game. It's a lot more trickier, to be honest. I still struggle with it, to be honest. And what else? And yeah, like I said in the description, I'll put all the supplies that I've used. I'll put the exact colors that I was using. And yeah, the only thing we didn't get, that was my fault, I messed up, didn't get the crossbones, but hey, who cares? Still looks good. But yeah, I hope this video helped. Thanks guys, I'll see you next time.